Locking and unlocking floating viewports. Here I have two floating viewports in here, and I have them set to 1/32 equals an inch. It's really small because I'm working at home and I only have, a normal printer that prints on A size, so that's why it's small. But they are all set up. They're in alignment. They're set to a scale. This one's set to a scale. But a very common thing that will happen is you'll click in here and you'll zoom or pan. And so you'll zoom, not thinking now your scale factor is all out of whack. Or, and I'm going to undo that. Or you're going to come in and you're going to do a pan and it's all out of whack by accident. And I'll undo that. And you'll typically not even realize you did it for a while. So the best way to prevent accidents like that happening, because once you get your model space objects panned and zoomed to the and set to the proper scale, we want to get them locked down. And what we can do is we can right click on the viewport. Okay, and then we go to properties, and in our properties palette it'll show that it's a viewport, and it'll say display locked, and right now it's no, but I'm going to change it to yes. And I'm going to do the same thing for my other one over here, and I'm going to right click, I'm going to properties, and I'm going to go and say display locked yes. Now it's going to lock it in at that display scale. So now what happens is I can jump in here and I can zoom all I want. Okay, but when I actually move around and try to pan around, it'll allow me to do things. I'll come in here and pan, for example, and it locks it down, and I can kind of zoom in there if I wanted to, and it allows me to zoom in, but when I go back and forth into my paper space, it doesn't ever knock it out of whack. So I can zoom and pan, it just doesn't, it always goes back to where it normally would be. So this is a very, very good thing. I highly recommend that once you get it set up, you do a display locked. And then the only time you want to unlock it is if you want to change your scale, your viewport scale. So I always recommend that you select the viewport, right click, go to properties, come down here and say you want it displayed locked, and yes. And you also, if you want to unlock it, you have to come here and click say you want it to be no if you want to unlock it.